I'll show you all how good the strength team can be. Just watch this video.
And this is to watch GDC.
Can we get a like for that intro? Anyways, let's get into the best strength team in all of Dokkan Battle. We have some options here, and this is also one of these few lists that I can actually try out for my own. Well, how I'll do this video is I'll do two different teams. One will be a shocking speed hybrid type team, and then we'll have another over in a flash hybrid strength team. Now I'll start off with the leader that will be on both teams. Will be Omega Shenron. I think he's the most underlooked leader in all of Dokkan Battle. Of course, strength plus 3 key in HP attack and defense plus 70%. His super attack does immense damage and any greatly lowered defense, so he's already solid there. But this is what gets you. His attack plus 8%, so he'll be even stronger. And then all enemies attack minus 30%, so it's like having a constant Icarus out all the time. He could honestly be one of the best tanks in the whole game because he makes your whole squad a tank when he's out. So if you have him in your first or second slot and you have double of them, every single turn, Icarus, everybody will tank fairly well. It's the best, one of the best passives in the game, you guys. It won't be, it's not one of those ones that will give you a 120 attack buff and a million plus chance to do double attacks or whatever, but it decreases their damage, which helps you out a whole lot. So don't sleep on your boy Omega Shenron. So let's look into the links. His links are all solid. He has Shocking Speed, GT link, and Fear and Faith are his key links. They're all plus 2 key. Fierce Battle and Big Bad Bosses are his main damage increase links. So solid all the way around. Don't sleep on your boy Omega Shenron. So now on this Shocking Speed team, we'll be looking at the demigod himself, Perfect Cell. Cell is definitely interesting because you only need 10 key for a super, and he can do an attack all key at 11 key, and then back to over 12 and over, the same one as 10 key, and that they both do immense damage and increase attacking and defense. I still wonder if this is a typo because that's the first time I've ever seen that, but if that is the case, that's pretty cool. And his even when he in the 11 key super, when he goes back to his second form and blows himself up, of course, just original mass damage and increases attack and defense. His passive is attack plus 100% at the start of turn, so that makes him one of the stronger units in the game, and he'll also be one of the strongest attack all units in the game. And he also, just like I believe almost all these cards have shocking speed. Well, all these cards have shocking speed, or at least something that will link with your boy Omega, and that's the same with our boy Perfect Cell. He also has Fierce Battle, Kamehameha, and Big Bad Bosses. It's a lot like a Big Bad Boss hybrid type team, too. So now we're looking to the number 3 on this team is the boy. Oh, if you can make this grind work out, he'll be on your squad for sure, and that's LR Frieza. He, of course, has 2 super attacks. One at 12 key, and if you get to 18 key, he'll do another. So the 12 key is Death Ball, which does colossal damage. I believe it's Supernova, which he used to blow up Planet Vegeta, but it's whatever. And his second attack causes mega colossal damage, and it's called Emperor's Oppression Conquest, and that's 18 plus key super. So they'll of course do a ton of damage, and that also lowers enemy attack and defense. His passive skill just makes him even stronger, as if he wasn't strong enough already. 13,000 plus attack and a 5k defense buff as well. He of course shares a Fear and Faith link, so you'll be very nice with your old boy Omega Shenron. He has Metamorphosis and another Big Bad Boss's link to make him even stronger when you have him on the squad. So now moving into the final slot that you want for sure if you're going to run this Shocking Speed team, and that is your boy Metal Rildo. This is going to be your Omega Shenron's best buddy, and it makes sense because they come from the same series. So let's get into it. His super attack does supreme damage and it lowers the attack. His passive is defense plus 10,000. So on a team we're getting 30% reduction every single turn from Omega. He just another 10,000 defense and lowers their attack even more. So he's going to hit like fly, especially if you have Rildo to block. His links, of course, he has GT and Fear and Faith. So he'll be giving Omega 4 key and vice versa back to him. So it'll be a very nice link. So that's your 4 cards already set up. So Now we have 5 and 6. These two are probably the two weakest links on this team, which is the reason I like the second team a little bit better. But nevertheless, just to fill out the links, we have Godku, which is supreme damage, attack plus 75% when doing a super attack, so he hit fairly well, but his card is kind of lived his life frame, really. The thing that's nice thing about him is he has all of his links. He has almost all the great best links in the game. He has Over in a Flash, Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, all which won't be used in this team, but he does have Shocking Speed, of course. And that's all he really is here is a nice shocking speed unit to keep the links alive. And then the third link, that'll pretty much the same idea, is the Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. He does supreme damage, and his passive is 25% for all allies. So weirdly enough, I actually like this Goku better on this team because he won't hit as hard. He'll probably be a little bit weaker than Godku, but he'll be given an additional 25% attack buff to your allies, which when you're mainly a defensive team, you need as much attack buff as you can possibly take. So GT Goku is going to help a lot. These two last cards will probably be in the third slot as much as you can because they're the two weakest links on the team. GT Goku has Over in a Flash link that won't be used in this team, but he also has the GT link, which of course gives him a spot on the team. So now let's move over to the team that I have, which of course would start off with the Omega Shenron leader. Then you'd have the double Omega Shenron lead. I won't get back much into him. And the way that you want to set this one up, this is how I always do it. Every turn you want to set up for Omega's in your first slot. Then you're going to have your card that helps them get key in the second slot. So one of which is going to be your GT Goku. And in the other slot, you're going to have Godku next to the other Omega. If you can have those two next to him as much as possible, that's going to help those two cards out and make sure your Omegas have the best chance to get off supers, and you'll have a really good chance of keeping all your links alive. So since you have all 4 slots, now we're going to fill it up, or you have 3 slots taken, excuse me. You have 3 more to go. The next slot, the biggest piece that the first team wasn't getting was Gogeta. The reason you can't have Gogeta in that first team was, well, he doesn't link at all with that team. So with this team, you have Gogeta. He does immense damage to the enemy. His passive skill is plus 7,000, and he's effective against all types. If you are living under a rock and doesn't know what this guy does, he'll hit everybody extremely hard. You can't block him because that's pretty much what his passive says. His link skills are Over in a Flash, and Super Saiyan, Fierce Fighter, and Fierce Battle, Prepared for Battle. His only link you really have to worry about is Over in a Flash and Fierce Battle. Those will be the main one you've used on this team. But sometimes he'll get the Golden Warrior and Super Saiyan linked when he's with the right people. So the next unit, which another guy that I think is extremely underlooked, and that's Super Saiyan 3, Vegeta. Vegeta, probably low-key the best Vegeta card in the whole game. I know the Int one just came out, but this Super Saiyan 3 one is really close to as good as he is, seriously. His super attack is supreme damage and high chance to stun the enemy at the 2-turn stun. So he won't hit very extremely hard, but he will give you that stunning unit, which is very, very nice. And this is another reason why you really want him is his passive, which will reduce damage received by 80% for 7 turns. So unlike Rildo that the first team has, this Vegeta will be a better tank, but only for the 7 turns. So it's kind of choose your wishes. If you're having a longer battle, Metal Rildo's a better tank because he's always decreasing attack, but Vegeta's much better in the short term, and even when his passive runs out, you can still rely on his stun, which has a really high probability to stun, at that high chance to stun, and he has Over a Flash to help with those links off. He also has the Super Saiyan and Saiyan Warrior links to help out the rest of the team. And ending this, the final slot of this will go to Bootanks. This is another Over in a Flash unit, and he can also seal supers, will be the main reason he's on this team. He only does extreme damage. He's, of course, the Dokkan Strength Bootanks. He has Over in a Flash, and it's the main reason. He has Metamorphosis as well, but you'll mostly be having him in the last slot, just like all these other Over in a Flash cards. You have Omega in the first slot, GT Goku, or Godku in the second, right next to them. You always want them to be buddy to get their 2 key to each other. And then you'll have your Over in a Flash cards in the third slot, which kind of sucks that takes time away from Gogeta. If you if you want sparingly, you can move Omega to the second slot and move like GT Goku in the third slot, so you can have Gogeta getting the Fierce Battle Link, but then you miss out on getting the +3 key over a Flash from Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. So you can pick your wars there, but I have the second team I stated, and I think it's very, very good. Rarely you have trouble with it, and I think it's better rounded, honestly, because you have Vegeta. So if you come up against agility boss fights, you have a shot in them. The first team, if it anything but agility, you'll probably be about as good as the second team. It's really debatable after we'd have to test the first one out, since you have LR, Frieza, and Cell there to do more damage. It might end up doing more damage overall against any other boss fight that doesn't have agility. But if you have agility, you need the second team because you need Gogeta and you need units to support his key. So otherwise, that does end this. We'll see you guys next time, and comment what team you want me to do down below. And we'll see you guys in the future.